Hi, this is Lisa Love to Crochet and Knit. Today I'm going to show you how to crochet this googly-eyed horseshoe for St. Patrick's Day. And I think he goes great with the shamrock and the four-leaf clover. So what you're going to need, just put them aside, is a pair of googly eyes. I'm choosing yellow. Some yellow or gold yarn. A crochet hook, a size I, a pair of scissors, and a tapestry needle. And so you're going to, let me get the yarn here. You're just going to want to, for the horseshoe, is to make a slip knot and tighten it on your crochet hook. And then you're going to chain 32. You're just going to continue to chain 32. Okay, so I've chained my 32, and then I've put a stitch marker in the second chain from the last, or the first chain I made on one end, and on the other end I put a stitch marker in the 1 to 3rd, not including where your loop comes out, the stitch marker, and those stitch markers are where I'm going to place my half double crochets. And then in between here is I'm going to make it halfway. I know this seems odd, but this is so I know I have the eyes evenly spaced. So now I'm going to place the other 2 stitch markers on stitch 13 going both ways, because that's halfway through 26. So I'm going to place those stitch markers. So I placed one going from this way, and now I'm just going to recount so you can see 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13. So these 2 are the center of my horseshoe. And so basically I want to make sure I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 stitches on here. And I'll show you how I do that. So I'm going to hold the eyes upside down for this one. But let's get going now. So now I start back at crocheting back, and I'm not going to go into this stitch because that's the stitch I came out of, and then I'm going to skip these, or this one, and go into this one right here with 2 double crochets. And then so there's 3 double crochets. I count that those 2 that chain 2 chains there, and then this stitch I'm going to put a half double crochet, and I'm going to take the stitch marker out, and then I'm just going to single crochet all the way until 1 stitch before the stitch marker. So now I've made it to 1 stitch before my stitch markers. And so these 4 stitches, so 1 on this side and 1 on this side, are going to be where I'm putting the googly eyes. So I'm going to go ahead and put the googly eyes around my crochet hook, and then insert my hook into the next chain with a single crochet, just like I've been doing. I'm just going to pull it a little tight. The next one, where the stitch marker is, I'm going to put 2 half double crochets. And the next one where the other stitch marker is, I'm just going to pull it aside. I'm going to put 2 more half double crochets in there. Just so it's even. I like to have it even. Okay, so I've put 1 stitch in that first stitch that I attached, and then where I had the stitch markers, I put 2 single crochets in those stitches, and then the next one I'm just going to put 1. So there should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6 stitches, which is what I want. And then in the next stitch, be careful that you know it's not this one right here. It's the next one. You already have a stitch in that one. So I'm just going to put 1 single crochet in each stitch all the way to my marker. Okay, so I've made it to my stitch marker, my last one. And I'm just going to put a half double crochet in that stitch. And I'm going to take the stitch marker out. And in this last stitch here, I'm going to put 2 double crochets in it. There's my 2. And I'm going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. And then I'm going to slip stitch to that same stitch. So there's 3 of them in that one stitch. And then I'm going to chain 1. And then I'm going to cut my working yarn. And then I'm going to weave in my ends. So I'm going to weave in my ends and come right back. Okay, so there is my ends weaved in. So I've made my horseshoes for St. Patrick's Day, and they go perfect with the shamrock and the 4-leaf clover. So, and don't forget that you can purchase these little pins to go on the back, and there'd be enough room to put it on there, but just enough for you to hot glue it there. But they will work. And then you can buy these little keychains, and you can attach a little keychain for a horseshoe for good luck. You could even shorten this and make this a lot smaller and just do maybe 20 stitches and then do the exact same thing to make it a little shorter. So thanks for watching. Like and subscribe.